everyone, thanks for coming back for part 2. I just wanted to go back a little bit, back to where I had pulled up the word Baal that was coming up in ELS terms. It's over here in the yellow with the letters B, A, L, and as you can see it shares the B in the word abyss. And I just wanted to show you the definition for the word Baal. And as you can see here, it says any of numerous local deities among the ancient Semitic peoples, typifying the productive forces of nature and worshipped with much sensuality. In Hebrew, it means, the second meaning over here is a false god. And then in Hebrew origin, it means Lord. And again, over here it says the sun god and supreme national deity. And again, it says false god or idol. And the Hebrew origin is Lord and Master. And if you keep going, it identifies it even more. It's saying that it has to do with Moloch, and again, it's also means Lord or sun god. And so I just wanted to point that out because it makes sense that it would be sharing the B in abyss, because as we know, the false god in the book of Revelation chapter 9, he's called Abaddon or Apollyon, and this false god is going to come out of the abyss, out of the pit. So it makes sense that it shares the B in abyss. And also in terms of the Bible code, which is not necessarily past tense, the Bible codes also allude to the present tense and the future tense, things that will take place in the future. So where it says to depart into the abyss, it could be prophetic, because that's what's going to eventually happen, is all these demons and Baal are going to depart into the pit when Jesus comes back, and they're going to be thrown into the bottomless pit and into the lake of fire. So that also makes sense prophetically. And again, I just wanted to recap that the word pit also comes up right next to the word abyss, which clearly cannot be by chance to have the word pit come up right next to the word abyss like that. So that just shows that even three-letter words are strategically placed in the Bible codes. And also want to get back to the word God, which also seems to be strategically placed where it shared the G over here in this word. And over here where it says open, as you can see, it's sharing with God over here, but this could also be referring to the seal. The seal will be open as well, because as you recall, the word seal came up in ELS form as well, and that was over here in the green. So the seals are going to be opened as well as the pit will be open, so it could also be referring to that. So I just wanted to point that out. And I'll go on to the next one. In this one, I added the words veil, rent, because the veil is going to be rent, and that will be at the time of the sixth seal. And I also added the word May for the month of May. The words April and June did not come up, but May did. But again, I'm not saying it's going to happen in May. No one knows the day or the hour. I'm just letting you know which months I checked for and which months came up or didn't come up. And only checked for April, May, and June. And May came up. But again, May is just 3 letters. So, but as you can see, 3 letters are very important as well. everything is strategically placed and everything is intentional. Nothing is by accident. So it may be important that the word may is in there. And as you can see, may comes up here in the yellow, the letters M, A, Y. And veil is here in the light blue, coming at an angle with the letters V, E, I, L. And the word, let's see, war, because I also put in Adam, war. War comes up in the fuchsia, the letters W, A, R. And Adam is in the green with the letters A, T, O, M. And then you see the word rent, as in the veil is rent, comes up here in the light green with the letters R, E, N, T. Of course, you had lamb over here in the lavender, going at an angle, crossing through all of that, the letters L, A, M, B. And I think we've been over the rest of the terms, so I'll go to the next one. Okay, in this one I put the words hell, Eden, which is the Hebrew word for heaven, dead, and rise. And all those came up. Dead is over here. We've been over that one before. And it's in the yellow this time. And Eden is over here in the light green with the letters E, D, E, N. Rise is over here in the green, the letters R, I, S, E. And it looks like it's meshed in with lamb because, of course, the lamb also did rise on Easter. So you have lamb here in the lavender. And then over here in the light blue, you have hell, the letters H, E, L, L. And I think that was all the terms in this one. Okay, in this one I added the words bride and wife, and both of those came up. You see bride coming over here in an angle in the light blue, the letters B, R, I, D, E, and bride crosses right through the word lamb. Of course, the bride will be the bride of the lamb. And over here in the green you have wife coming under the word Jesus with the letters W, I, F, E. And what I thought was interesting is when you're looking at the letters that make up the word bride, or at least this is what I noticed. I noticed the letters B, R, I, D, E. And then right after the E, I noticed the phrase, saw Jesus. And it says he cried, but for the purposes of a table, that could be she if it overlaps with the word Jesus. It could be she cried out and fell down before him. And with a loud voice, well, okay, the rest of it wouldn't relate, but that could be relating to the reaction of the bride when she sees Jesus for the purposes of the table. And the next one, I had added the word king, which came up in the okay, it's in the light green right here. It's due to an abacus effect. It's part of the word breaking. But you see the word king here in the light green. And then I had also put in the word wed, which comes up here in the yellow with the letters W, E, D. And these words I just put in to identify it with Easter. So I put eggs, and that comes up in the dark green here. The letters E, G, G, S, and then die comes up in the fuchsia of the letters D, Y, E, and then red comes up in the blue over here at an angle with the letters R, E, D. Okay, in this one I added the words Beltane Fest and New Earth, and Beltane came up. I did have to break it up, but as I said in another video, I believe that when a word is a two-part word, when it's made up of two parts, I believe it can still be relevant even when you break it up. But of course it's more relevant if it can come up all in one word. But I do believe that two-part words are still relevant. And then I put fest, which is short for festival, but it's pretty well understood what that means. And then New Earth. So new comes up here in the green. Fest comes up in the yellow, coming at an angle with the letters F, E, S, T. And you see the word earth comes over here in the fuchsia with the letters E, A, R, T, H. Bell is over here in the blue, the letters B, E, L, and then Tane is meshed in with Bell in the green with the letters T, A, I, N, E. Okay, in this one I added the words warn because I don't know if anything's going to happen this Easter. I'm not sure why all these terms come up. It could just be to warn us of these events coming soon. And those words come up, warn, come, and soon come up. And I also tried putting in the words sun and moon, and they came up. So you see sun here in the dark green. You see moon in the fuchsia. It looks like the moon is sharing. Oh no, it's okay. It's sharing. It looks like it's sharing this N right here, which is the word warn in the light blue. So you see those words come up there, and then soon is over here in the yellow, going at an angle crossing through Easter. You see the word soon with the letters S, O, O, N. Okay, in this one I added the words 8 and 7 and the words last day. And my reasoning for putting those terms in is because the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which I had done in my matzah table, which I'll go ahead and show you. I'll go ahead and pull that up because I want to pull that up as well. Okay, I'll go ahead and pull up this one that has the word Beltane in it. But what I want to show you is in the matzah table, I guess this wasn't a good one to pull up, but over here you see the term Lot came out, and it crosses through the word matzah. It might be better to show this on another one where it's not chopped up like that. But right next to where it says Lot came out, that crosses through the word matzah, which means unleavened, it has the 7th. And Easter comes up. Okay, Easter comes up on what would be the 7th or 8th day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, because the Feast of Unleavened Bread ends on April 30th, and then Easter is on May 1st. So it would be about the 7th or the 8th day of the Feast of Matzah, which was in this one, in this table, and right next to that it had the term the 7th, and Easter would be about the 7th or 8th day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, would be on Sunday. So you see 7 and 8 both come up in this table, and I'll talk about that a little more in the next video because I'm running out of time. Thanks.